Welcome to the Sent from Disneyland podcast.
Here age relives fond memories of the past.
If it's your first time joining us, welcome. On this episode, we'll take a journey into the past and explore Disneyland and Disneyland history with mementos, snapshots, and postcards sent from Disneyland from 1955 to the present. Today I'm starting off by thanking my patrons from patreon.com. You can join and receive mail from my desk or from my Disneyland trips. Special thanks to Random Olive, the first patron to this podcast, and to the e-ticket patrons Tania, Eric Daniels, Joe Gamble, Scott Booker, Monica Seitz Vega, Russ Romano, Michael and Christina Cross, Scott Cagle, and Sheila Harry. C-ticket patrons Serious Inquiries Only, Debbie Weinstein, Jennifer Schneep, Grace Coate, Brian Crawford, Ben and Noel Bruning, Patty Wolin, Angela Reynolds, and Aaron Moran. B-ticket patrons Jeff and Paige Orton, and Joshua, and Inexorable Tosh Bell. And the A-ticket patrons Elise Sharp, Zealot Infinity, Alexis Robles, Maggie and Henry Byers, the Disney Rewind podcast, Angel DeBlock, and the All Aboard podcast. You can also sign up for my new newsletter for a chance to get some postcards delivered by the USPS to your mailbox. I am your host, your post-host Clocky, and today we have 2 postcards sent from Disneyland. The front of our first postcard has the original pool of the Disneyland Hotel. You can see guests walking around the rectangular pool and palm trees surrounding the area. On the back it reads, Disneyland Hotel, Anaheim, California, the official hotel at Disneyland. Now over 300 rooms, each with TV and accommodating up to 4 persons. Hotel tram service to Disneyland main entrance. Complete recreation area. Special children's menus in coffee shop and restaurants. It's postmarked June 24th, 1961. With a Woodland Hills cancel at a 3-cent purple Liberty postage stamp, Scott number 1035. I assume they visit the park on Wednesday, June 21st, 1961, and Thursday, June 22nd, 1961, when park hours were from 9 a.m. to midnight both days. The weather was a high of 75 and a low of 60 on Wednesday, and a high of 77 and a low of 61 on Thursday. Park attendance was 28,566 on Wednesday and 27,231 on Thursday. It's addressed to Mr. and Mrs. H. Hewson of Gladstone, Oregon. It reads, 9:20 p.m. Friday, June 23rd. Got your letter. Dear Mother and Dad, we are already starting home. We are spending the night just outside of L.A. We stayed 3 nights at the Disneyland Hotel, had dinner at Wilbur's last night, went through Disneyland Wednesday night, and all day Thursday. Didn't get with Siggy's and Helena's until Wednesday night. We wasted 1 day looking for them, and they were in Disneyland the whole time. Were we mad? Went to Knott's Berry Farm this a.m., and by the Stars Home and Grauman's Theater in the p.m. Also towards CBS Television Studio. Didn't get to see TV show. Frankie got us tickets for Monday by mistake. Going by Reno and Tahoe. Love, Ruth. Last week I reviewed The Anatomy of a Matchbook and my Disneyland Matchbook collection. This week I chose 2 Disneyland Hotel postcards to correspond with reviewing my Disneyland Hotel Matchbook collection. I believe the oldest in this collection is a blue matchbook with the words Disneyland Hotel in the Gothic font, and restaurants in cursive on the front cover. On the back is a gold and white illustration of the hotel lobby and pool, with 3 palm trees overhead. Also on the back, it reads, Anaheim, California, Rather Hotels Incorporated. Some of the fun details include guests around the pool, 1 even on the diving board. Inside there are 30 matches, and a map showing where Disneyland and the Disneyland Hotel are located around the Santa Ana Freeway, Catella, Harbor, Ball, Walnut, and Cerritos roads. Behind the matches, there's a list of hotel amenities, including ideal facility for banquets, conventions, private parties, luxurious comfort, superb food, and gourmet restaurants, 2 swimming pools, 9-hole putting green, TV in each room, complete children's playground, and babysitting services. On the saddle, the top of the matchbook, it reads, Restaurants operated by Gourmet. The next 2 matchbooks in my collection are very similar. They're front-striking matchbooks, and on the cover reads Disneyland Hotel in the Gothic font. Below one of them it reads World's Most Exciting Hotel in yellow, and the other reads World of Its Own in red. On the back of both of them is an image of the monorail coming towards the Disneyland Hotel lobby. Above reads Disneyland Hotel, and below reads Official Hotel on the monorail at the Magic Kingdom, Anaheim, California. The interior of the older matchbook reads Disneyland Hotel, a pleasure headquarters in Southern California, 161 guest rooms and suites, restaurants by Gourmet, complete golf course, top of the park cocktail lounge, direct monorail to the park, complete convention facilities, subsidiary of the Rather Corporation. And behind the matches is a logo for the Ambassador Diamond Match Division. The other matchbook reads Disneyland Hotel, Pleasure Headquarters in Southern California, 1,000 guest rooms and suites, complete convention facilities, top of the park cocktail lounge, direct monorail to the park, golf center, a subsidiary of Rather Corporations, with the same Ambassador logo behind the matches. Two more matchbooks, which look the same, include the Disneyland monorail on the front cover, and on the back a photo image of two of the Disneyland Hotel towers, with guests standing on one of the piers around the old water feature. Although they look similar, they are two different images. Inside both of them, it reads Disneyland Hotel, in the center of Southern California fun, 1,000 guest rooms and suites, 6 restaurants, 5 lounges. The newer one boasts dancing water show, golf and tennis, and 10 championship tennis courts, and the West's largest hotel convention center, 50,000 square feet. Great news! Enfield Post is back up on Etsy. Grabbing some vintage stamps is a great way to plus your mail, whether you're trying to match the color of your postcard or envelope, or adding a themed stamp to the back of your mail. Be sure to check out Enfield Post. You can head over to enfieldpost.com and explore all the different vintage stamps you can use on your next card or letter. That's ENFIELDPOST on Instagram and enfieldpost.com for your wedding and vintage postage needs. Enfield Post is the official postage stamp sponsor of the Sent from Disneyland podcast. The front of our next postcard has an aerial view of the Disneyland Hotel at night. You could also see the Disneyland parking lot with the monorail track. If you look closely in the background, you can see the Matterhorn. On the back it reads, Disneyland Hotel, the official hotel at the Magic Kingdom. View from the tower building, luxury and lush tropical gardens, magnificent new high-rise tower, top of the park lounge, fun, Olympic-sized pool, children's playground, 9-hole 3-par golf course, convenience of room service, monorail or tram to and from Disneyland, restaurants, and shops. Photo by Richard Hovey. It's postmarked May 4th, 1972, with the U.S. Postal Service cancel and a 6-cent flag over the White House postage stamp, Scott number 1338. I assume they visited the park on Wednesday, May 3rd, 1972, when park hours were from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The weather was a high of 73 and a low of 53. It's addressed to Miss Carolyn Duplessis of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It reads, Hi dear, enjoying the sunshine. Have been visiting around, enjoying to Van Nuys. Saturday, and might stay with, not sure. Hope your shoulder is all well. Feeling fine, will write, love, Al. Moving on to more modern matchbooks, I have 3 matchbooks that are all of a similar style. The design includes 4 horizontal bars on the bottom half of the matchbook cover, starting at the bottom with a dark blue bar, and each bar getting lighter as they go up. Above the bars it reads, Disneyland Hotel, in blue in the classic Gothic font. The primary difference on these matchbooks are their sizes. The smallest is a 10-match matchbook, the next has 20 matches, and the largest has 30. The smallest matchbook has Disneyland Hotel written vertically on the cover, and on the inside it has 2 telephone numbers, one for information and one for reservations. On the back it has the Rather Hotel logo and reads Rather Hotel, Anaheim, California. The 20-match matchbook, just below where it's written Disneyland Hotel, it reads Official Hotel of the Magic Kingdom, a mobile 4-star and AAA 4-diamond resort. The inside of this matchbook has the same telephone numbers for information and reservations, plus a toll-free number and a telex number. A quick aside about telex machines. They've been around since the end of World War II and were a way for people to send text communications between machines. They remained a communication method through the early 80s, but were eventually replaced by fax machines. The largest matchbook has the same 4 blue stripe design on the back as it does on the front, and on the inside, the telephone number for information and a toll-free number for every state except California, Alaska, and Hawaii. The last Disneyland Hotel matchbook looks to be the newest, with a stylized image in a teal color of the monorail passing by the Disneyland Hotel towers and Sleeping Beauty Castle, similar to the 2001 Disneyland Resort logo. Below the image it reads Disneyland Hotel in black Gothic font lettering. The back of the book is identical, and the inside is 1 phone number for information and reservations. Finally, I have a Pacific Hotel, now known as Pixar Place, matchbook. The cover has the concept art for Sleeping Beauty Castle. On one side of the matchbook is a red stripe with a zigzag top, and on the other side is a line of orange dots. The backside of the matchbook has the strike strip, and above it is the logo for the Pacific Hotel with a palm tree and 3 curves underneath the leaves to make the classic 3-circled Mickey. On the inside of this 30-match matchbook is the number for reservations reading, "For reservations, please call 714-956-MICKEY," and then 6425 in parentheses. This incoming postcard is sponsored by the Art Throwdown. Art Throwdown, or ATD, is an online craft hour on Instagram, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Be sure to check out Monday's ATD, which is usually hosted by paper artist Russ Romano. I've seen many amazing art projects, learned about awesome postmarks, postage stamp history, and a lot more on different episodes. It's great to stop in for an hour to watch someone craft or design something unique. Each host brings something a little different to each show. I'll list some of the regular hosts, or you can follow Russ Romano 2021 on Instagram. The front of my incoming postcard has the entrance to the Nairobi Village at the San Diego Wild Animal Park. You can see the US and California flag high on a makeshift flagpole, along with some people getting out of their cars and heading into the large cone-shaped structure. On the back it reads, Animal Color Series. From the San Diego Wild Animal Park, this beautiful structure is a replica of the burial tombs of Uganda kings. It's postmarked February 29th, 2024, with a downtown Brookside, Redlands, California cancel, and a single sailboat forever postcard postage stamp, Scott number 5748. It reads, 2/29/24. Hello friend, greetings on Leap Day. I'm in Redlands, not the wilds of the safari, but I did grow up visiting and have very strong memories of riding a camel. Kungaloosh, Monica. Thank you so much for the postcard, Monica. This was so great to send postcards on Leap Day. I'll have to remember to do this in 4 years. I also love the amazing downtown Brookside Redlands postmark. It's a simple circle postmark, but the date is stamped in red in the middle and looks a lot better than the mechanical spray postmarks most commonly seen today. Thanks for listening to Sent from Disneyland. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and tell your friends. It would be helpful to share your favorite episode to a friend or on social media. There are over 200 to choose from. It would also help to leave a 5-star rating and comment at whatever podcast platform you use. If you'd like to support the show financially, please check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/sentfromdisneyland. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Sent from Disneyland, or on Twitter at Sent from Disney. For questions and comments, send me a postcard addressed to Sent from Disneyland, P.O. Box 44, Hood, California, 95639. This podcast is not affiliated with Disney, the United States Postal Service, or any post office or Disney properties. Opinions expressed on this podcast belong to its host and guest of the Sent from Disneyland podcast.